was the topic. The first thing I came up is not like something as that I really like, but I want to find something that relevant to you guys. And this is something that is hardly people accept or actually thinking about it. Like you just been through it and just get over it, but not really like try to work on yourself on why is this happen or how is it affecting yourself. So I'm bringing the topic how to accept that sometimes you do not fit into some of the expectations or the certain standards of the society. So I'm technically trying to show you guys the things called self-acceptance is to accept something about yourself and stuff. So first I want to ask you guys a little thing. So what kind of expectations and standard you have to face? We have two kind of age in our class is for the high schooler, and there's Susie with the stuff in her university. So I mean you are different in generation, age and stuff from us, so you experience different things. Okay, so so I want to ask you guys, what do you guys have to face, like some of the standards they want you to do? One go. What do people want you to be, like what to do or be something like that?
They want me to be a lawyer.
More specific and closer to us. That's one of the things though. But keep going. Both. Nice talk anyway. What kind of expectation and standards do they want from you? People want you to be or stuff. Or what do they want you to?
Be smart.
Yes, that's one thing. But smart in what way? Academically.
Yes, academically.
First of them is I want you to be like academically gifted or being smart at school or stuff. What else? Okay, so some other things. They want you to. This happened in Vietnam. They want you to run after things that kind of makes you look like others or benefit your CV and stuff, teachers and stuff. Which you can say IELTS, SATs, those kind of project and everything else that makes people just running after it without knowing the right track or like actually learning it from the base level, from the foundation to start to actually knows what it's like. So which means something that is good for your resume or for that you not really understand why. Most of them do not understand. The other thing, they want you also not just study good, they want you also to possess certain types of talents. You can be like playing an instrument, good at sport, can sing, or good at drawing and stuff, or look buff and bulky in the age. And the other thing is can be saying the same thing that Van Gogh want, like people wanting to be a lawyer, like having a safe goal to pursue, to having some kind of goals to follow. But from a little further in your life later on, you will face something like not having a salary or wages that I consider as good, high, perfect, excellent, like some of the people. What else do you have to face? You like not really having anything, like having an experience, like something that you did that makes you look like other, like those success people. Like you're not really like founding or leading a major project. You're not working with famous people. You're not having this and this in your age, and you not possess skills and ability that makes you stand out. Some of the thing like public speaking and stuff, or you might not just not as good as some of people in your age. This happened to all the age though, and if it gives you that kind of the feeling that I'm kind of worse than the others. Come on, like compared to the others, I'm like they're doing good. I might be just sitting here. Accept that I'm not as good, and I'm seeing myself as not as good as them. Great for them. All right. Yeah. So that when I bring you to the thing called self-acceptance. The thing that you just did is not really acceptance. It sounds like more like giving up. It's a sense of giving up, and you're putting yourself down and accept that you are not there to the level instead of accepting yourself as something. So we have the definition of self-acceptance. It's the ability to accept yourself as you are, including your faults, your weaknesses, your strengths and other things about yourself. You accept that you are here as something of your like you're not accepting yourself as the one you are, but more like the thing that like not as good as the other people. You always compare yourself to a certain types of standards. So, well, so when you kind of accept you are, you give yourself a little more like love and respect, especially respect yourself. I always telling myself something like this, like before loving someone else, let's try to love yourself first and give it some respect and put some invest and something to take care of it. So, what else come after this? Oh yeah, the story part, but not there yet. So when I research to the science of the psychology of acceptance, so this one is a solution for things that are not having a structured standard or a point to calculate how good you are. Like if you are not good at studying compared to others, you just simply bad. So, but if it's more something that are more abstract, like you are just not having the abilities, or you are just not having some of their strength and their weakness, there's something that they did good. So you might feel bad when you are not having the thing that they have. That's a solution for this. This is a solution for that kind of things. If you are not good at studying, come on, work on yourself. I have to do the same thing. Okay. So the science of psychology is technically to accept or normalize your differences. So is try to try to understand that everyone having a different path, and you just like set the beginning to start loving yourself. Like what I'm not really trying to show you anything, but I hope that at the end I will eventually makes you that who is right here that not loving yourself yet, you can think about it and give yourself more respect. So the thing is, the different thing is about this thing about the self-acceptance, loving yourself. It's different from giving up. So accepting is different from giving up because one is required. The yellow one, this one also yellow, but this one is required fortitude and motivation and self-approval. But this one is basically you giving up on certain things. You just accept that you are just not there and you are just bad and giving yourself some negative kind of feelings. But this one is kind of more. It takes more. It gives you more than taking it from you. So that in the science of psychology, it's really help with, especially for people with mental health. Like when they working on with 85 people with certain type of mental disorder, like or just mental problems like depression, anxiety, and some more complicated. Self-acceptance tend to be more helpful than like try to raise your self-esteem or anything, because people just eventually get to learn that there are differences and get to learn like accept themselves at them. That is more closely and more helpful to those kind of people. So that's when we move to the story part. So it is more about me, that how I eventually got and understand why I should feel like should I start accepting myself. I used to be there like in the parts where I kind of just saying that damn, they're good, they're doing better than me, they're far more better than me, great for them. Yeah, and start feel bad for myself. But then I just experience it without actually like knowing that it causing me not really that good kind of kind of effects. It causing me problem from inside, and that when the pandemic kicks in, it turned me into the era where I start lying down and reflection about myself more, and I saw the problem. That when I think about it, and that one it is kind of create a change that I say is kind of changing my life a lot. Is to from saying that I'm not as good as them, I'm trying to say I'm different from them. That's the thing. You try to instead of seeing yourself as something like try to compare yourself from their standard, you put yourself in your own path. That's the first step of respect yourself. You have your own path and on the route, whatever action you choose to go. And that's when the first thing I say to myself, I'm different from them. I'm not good as them when it comes to studying, but but when I work on the projects and do PowerPoints and presentation, I did better than my friends. I'm different from them. I choose a different path from them. I'm not really a dude that kind of musicality and art at the time. At that time, but I'm more sporty and I'm work better with when the ball is on my feet. So I'm find myself I'm different from them. I'm not really have to be that kind of person to be that. That's the first step. And then when I that's a beginning step. What else did I do? I try to find more the different thing about myself, and I start loving some small pieces, from bits to bits, from small pieces of myself. And what do you say about yourself when you start to love yourself more and getting from more from yourself? What do you say about yourself? What do you say about yourself, Barney?
I say nothing. Just
You just love yourself then. What do you say? What do you feel about yourself then?
feel good.
Yeah. What about Phil?
Why?
What about Phil? Like when you start to loving yourself more, you see more the thing that good and stuff. What do you feel? Well, like you feel special about it. You feel special about yourself. You start loving yourself to a certain point that you feel special about yourself. You're special about what you did. Like you eventually see that you are different from them, and you just see the special in you, that you find yourself different. Every one of you is special. Like it's not a negative way, negatively positive, but it's actually something of you are. Even though you are seeing you are mostly when people asking yourself about like how do you see yourself, like how do you feel, Harry, you mostly like when you're deeply thinking about yourself, you mostly see the negative sides rather than the good sides of yourself, and you just see that I still got this and that I'm not really good at. I still got this one, but I'm really good at. Even though you acknowledge the good side of yourself, but you still it's still very hindered and not really there for within your heart. But eventually you are actually very special in everyone's eyes. You just not really accept it. Like Van Gogh, you are, or like me. I believe you are some kind of one person that see more of your bad sides rather than your good sides. When I make everything like this, I think about you a lot. Like someone who reflect on him as a bad person rather than a good person. But actually, you are one of the one that academically surprising me the most. Like compared to I have seen many good kids with study and stuff. But you are the kind of ideal type of what is good at school means, and that's the thing that's special about every one of you. Each one of you have something special, but you keep looking at your bad side, and I'm sick of it. Because I'm someone who see more bad side of myself, but I still see myself special. Then what's you guys doing? Thinking about like your still drowning in your thoughts and those negative things. So that when we got the self-acceptance, that's when the thing is kicking in for me. I accept myself as someone I am. Like when you it's the same thing from loving someone. You can love them and with the ideals, you can expect them to be the thing in your head, like how someone should be, or how someone how their behavior, their attitude, or their looks, or something. You should be love them for who they are. The same thing you work on yourself. You love yourself as who you are. So, and that when you can see the special of you. Like I'm not really trying to reach anything, but I hope I could reach the most to your thoughts, your divots, just that part that in within yourself to see yourself special. And I hope that every one of you could go to bed today and actually think of what did I do and what makes myself different from the others. Take that little piece of every day, and then I hope you can see yourself special one day in the future. I don't have the reference link, but thank you. Thank